Back to the scene now. Andrew Lofholm has been speaking with some students and some parents. We want to go back live to Palm Beach Central High School for that interview. Andrew.
Kelly, we're here with a mother and daughter. The daughter was in the game and her mom was actually trying to communicate with the phone. So we're going to get their perspective right now. Anaya, so tell us where you were and what you heard and what you started feeling.
Okay, so I was in the stadium, the bleachers, whatever it's called, and I just feel the ground shaking, and I just see everybody just immediately start running, and I'm like, what's going on? And somebody told me, they're like, it's gunshots. I was like, wait, what? And then I just dip. I'm trying to look for my friends, everybody's just running off, and then I went to the dark part of the school. It wasn't a lot of people there, and then that's when I heard it. That's when I heard another one.
So you heard two rounds of gunshots?
Yes.
Two distinct different times that guns were firing.
And I immediately got on the phone with my mom. She didn't answer. And then I called her again, and then she answered. And I told her, and she was just freaking out. She was scared and everything. And I was just running. I didn't know if I should go into the other neighborhood, to be safe. I didn't know where to go.
At what point did you realize that you were finally safe?
When we were across the street, where all the polices were.
Did you see anybody injured anywhere?
No, but okay. I heard about it, and I was calling on my friends. I was like, turn on the news, see if you hear anything, you know.
Okay. Mom, Leticia, you see her, she's calling, you're hearing the news. What's going through your mind?
I'm still shaking. You hear about this stuff, but until it happens in your neighborhood, until it happens to your child, you don't know. I literally was taking a nap, waiting for her to call. Had set my timer for 30 minutes just to doze off, and she calls me and she's like, Mom, there's shooting. This was my first message out of sleep, and she's running, on the phone running, and I'm like, this is not even real. And literally, I was hang up, I'm putting on clothes, I'm coming. I went through every red light with the cops, beeping people out the way, trying to get here. I could hear them, she was on the phone and they were going off in the background, and I'm FaceTiming her. For a mother to, your child is in the middle of gunshots and you don't know where they are. And then when I got here, we lost service. She was on the other side of the bridge. I was on this side. I was running. I just literally parked in here and just ran. I don't even know. The cops didn't really want us to go, but I was like, my kid is over there. And I just went, and we ended up finding each other. She was on that side. I was on this side. And then when we got there, they pretty much locked everything down. And the scene over there is like a movie.
What was that moment like when you guys finally got to embrace?
Oh my God.
She just gave me the biggest hug, the tightest hug. We were just I love you.
I fell at her feet and
I'm so proud that you're safe. It's crazy. You never want to experience that. And I was running out of breath. I was tired. I'm like, this can't be happening. Everybody's just trying to have a good time. And then some dumb person just comes and starts shooting it's cool. It's not.
Right. School started on Monday. Excitement. First football game.
It's her first
week of school.
Football game. And it's okay, I'm going to let my daughter go to school and just have these best years of her life, and then you get a call. I hugged mothers that couldn't find their children. I'm with mine, and two other mothers just fell in my arms. They didn't know where their children were, and I was telling the lady to just call. She's like, he's not picking up. And I know what that felt like because I was calling her, and there was nothing. You don't know what that feels like until you're in it. Parkland is now real to me, even though this may have not been that same situation, but you don't know what this feels like as a mother to not know that your child is safe in a place that we should feel safe. It's school. They're not at a nightclub. They're not in they're at school, and they can't even enjoy a football game. And it's selfish and it's ignorant, and whatever the problem was, people have to know these are innocent children. This is somebody's baby. And for somebody to come and just shoot, you don't even care that people's children are here. And until you go through it, it's not. And my pastor just came from Fort Lauderdale. I have people on Facebook praying I was screaming on the way here. Like, I felt like I was in the middle of a bad dream. I'm so sorry.
Do you know if those moms were able to find their sons?
No.
Still don't know.
One lady was like walking like a zombie. Like, I was talking to her and she wasn't even coherent to what I was saying. And I was like, I'll stay with you. Just, what does he look like? She's like, I don't know.
Zoned
She
out.
was so far gone. And then I just lost her. I was still I just found her. Like, I had just found her, and this was about 5 minutes later, and another lady was looking for her son. He was one of the players. And she said he was stuck, I guess, on this side, and he wasn't picking up his phone, and she just fell into my arms. Complete strangers. But for that moment, we felt each other's pain, because these are our babies.
Right.
And mine was safe, thank God, but my heart right now is just breaking for other people. Even after I found her, I kept crying, and she's like, Mom, I'm okay. I'm like, but there's other people that aren't okay yet. We don't know what's going on. We still don't know what's going on.
Returning to school, especially in this day and age, with Parkland in mind, was this something that you had kind of prepared for in your mind, sadly?
No, not at all.
Really?
You would never like think of that. You don't want to think of that. That's not something you're like, oh, let me be prepared for a school shooting. No. It's just unexpected, especially not at nighttime at a football game. I mean, it is because like there's a lot of people, so they're like, okay, let me go because there's a lot of people there, but you wouldn't expect that there would be a shooting at 7 o'clock.
As a family unit, what do you think is the most important thing that people need to know and learn about this experience that you guys had to go through here in Palm Beach County?
It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
At any
anywhere.
time.
It don't matter if you're in the hood or
Yeah.
the riches.
We're in
anywhere.
Wellington. This isn't really that bad of an area. Things don't really happen like that as in other areas where there's known to have violence and crime. This is a pretty safe place, and it happened. And it's like, where are our children safe? Where are they safe? This is school. Where are they safe? And it's happening everywhere. It's happening all over, and something has to be done. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But where are they safe? When is the next time? Do I hold her from every football game now? Does she miss her high school experience because of ignorance of other people? You don't want to keep them in the house. Like, you have to let them enjoy life. But then this is the reality. This is our reality tonight. I could have not found my daughter alive tonight. And nobody knows what that feels like until you're standing. Until you're standing in that situation, you don't know. You cry for other people on TV, but it's there. But when it's home, I just pray for our children. I pray for our children. I pray for the world, because where are they safe?
All right, and Elise and Leticia, I want to give you guys hug each other, be with each other tonight. We appreciate your time. Thank you for giving us this perspective. It was powerful, and be safe, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys, back to you in the studio.